This is 6 years after Saul and Kim went to that party at, I don't know, for Howard Hamlin or whatever when they couldn't find him. This is 6 years later. Same clothes on at the party. Same hairstyle. She hasn't aged a bit. What a terrible show. And I know the finale's on tonight. Is anyone going to actually watch it? I mean, honestly, this show had one good season, and that was last year. It had one good episode this season. That was the first one. It was great. Other than that, it's been downhill since. Every episode has increasingly got worse. And the fanboys, like, you just don't understand. No, I understand. It's like watching paint fucking dry. If I want to watch paint dry, I'll go paint a fucking wall and just sit there and look at it. That's what I'm doing. I'm watching this garbage show. And people, you don't understand. The only reason people watch this show was because of Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was such a masterpiece. Everybody wants to feel like they're part of Albuquerque again, part of the Breaking Bad world. But this ain't doing it. This has progressively gotten worse. We sat through 2 or 3 horrible seasons, the whole Chuck scenario, just to get to this garbage. Last season was great. First episode this year was great, but this show is flat out the worst show ever. So my advice to Vince Gilligan and Peter Good is don't ever try to make another show. And a lot of people say, well, it's because you watch Yellowstone. That's why you say this show's garbage now. Because once you watch Yellowstone and try watching this, it's like watching a cartoon. That could be so, but here's the problem with that. I could agree with you there, but here's the problem with that. I didn't watch Yellowstone until like five episodes this season in. So I already knew the show was terrible before that. The bottom line is Yellowstone is 100 times better than this. Yellowstone's as good as Breaking Bad. That's why I have it ranked. It's 1A. Breaking Bad's 1A. Yellowstone's 1B. This show here ain't even the top 20. The Shield, better than this show. The Sopranos, better than this show. Sons of Anarchy, better than this show. And I hate to say it, Animal Kingdom, as bad as it is better than this show. That's how bad this show is right now. Animal Kingdom was actually good last night. You can watch the episodes, corny as they are, but they're actually entertaining. This is like watching paint dry. Don't tell me, it's a character study. Yeah, I already know the character. The guy's a dumbass. And this Saul Goodman that we see in this show isn't even nothing like he was in Breaking Bad. And this whole Slippin' Jimmy character, I'm having a hard time buying it. They didn't convey it across good. The writers are horrible. And even you heard Bob Odenkirk. He said something the other day about a year off that he hasn't seen Kim. And like, Peter Good was like, 6 years. And he goes, I don't know. I don't watch this show. He don't even watch his own show. That's how bad it is. So yeah, Vince and Peter. Listen, Vince, you had a fluke with Breaking Bad. You got lucky because you had a masterpiece. I got to give you credit for it. But after El Camino, which was another horrible rendition, El Camino was so bad it was embarrassing. And then this is the equivalent of El Camino, Better Call Saul. I was really pumped up for El Camino. I could not believe how bad it was. I was like, what the fuck? It seemed forced and unnecessary, just like Better Call Saul. So yeah, do yourselves a favor. Don't come up with anything like, we don't want to see Gene ever again. Too bad you killed Hank off, because it would have been interesting to see a Hank Schrader show, like before he became prominent DEA agent. But you guys would probably fucked it up anyway. It'd be like watching Paint Dry 3. So maybe you can get something with Flynn or Walt Jr. I don't know, but just give it a break for a while. You struck gold with Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul is absolutely horrible, and you know it is. She's got the same hairstyle and the same clothes. Isn't that hilarious? Think about that. Same hairstyle, the same clothes as that party. That's embarrassing. Unbelievable.